Finally, I thought this new year would never come. Let's see if there's anything new on TV. Greetings, Mad Hatter Patrick. For the last time, I'm not paying extra fees for some fast lanes because some evil Captain Planet villain tells me so. No, that's not it. I am Marvin. Marvin? You don't look like the kind that says Mars is a lovely planet. No, Marvin. Magical, artificial, robotic, virtual, intelligent network. And we need to talk. No. The last time I interacted with technology, I was transported into a video game with some evil flower, and I was forced to play a class trial, but I was almost punished for a crime I didn't commit, but for amusement only. Well, this is very important, and you can't run away from me. Good day, Marvin. Listen to me when I'm talking to you. I am not your enemy. I am here to help you with your... Hold on a minute, this angle is really messed up. I am here to help you with your management, schedules, and everything. Alright. What do you want? A while ago, you were supposed to review all the seasons of Ninjago 1 through 7, and you're not even halfway through. You only reviewed 2 seasons, and you haven't reviewed the 3rd season for a month. And that is not the only LEGO project you need to keep catching up on. Well, I'm sorry. It's just that I was so much into the holiday spirit, I was more focused on holiday projects than I was on Ninjago reviews. I still promise to review all the seasons of Ninjago from Season 1 to the Hands of Time. The truth is, even though I like Ninjago, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not as big as Total Drama or some of the other anime shows I watch, like the DuckTales Reboot, Steven Universe, OKKO, and more. And second of all, I had other plans, some other reviews and other projects to do besides Ninjago. It's just that I had no plans to make a whole month of Ninjago reviews. I see. Give me a minute. Ninjago reviews every 2 weeks. What? You will review a season of Ninjago every 2 weeks. 1 week you'll review the 3rd season of Ninjago, and next week you can review something else like an animated movie, show, video game, or whatever project you have in mind. And the week after that, you go back to review Ninjago, and so on and so forth. Whether you like it or not, I'm gonna stick with you, but I will be able to help you. I guarantee it. Okay, I can deal with that. It's a deal. How am I supposed to... Just pick up your phone. Okay, one moment. This is kind of awkward. Backed by popular demand, Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu. Yeah, sorry that it took so long to continue. It's just I had some other projects to celebrate for the holidays, but that's not enough for me to stop watching this cartoon. In case you guys have been catching up, I thought the 1st season of Ninjago was pretty good, and I thought the 2nd season was a bit better than the last one. And now we are moving on to the 3rd season of Ninjago. It's ninjas versus robots. Who will win? Welcome to another episode of the Wonder Reviews. Let's get digital. This is Ninjago Rebooted. This season takes place after the events from the 2nd season, where Ninjago City has evolved into a city that runs on high technologies and robots. But the villain from last season, the Overlord, has taken over the city because a building was built underneath where the last battle took place. So, oops. And now the Overlord wants Lloyd's powers if he ever wants to be whole again. So the ninjas must use the Technoblades to shut down the system and keep the Overlord from attaining Lloyd's powers. On paper, this sounds really interesting to the point to have nindroids as new enemies. But in execution, it's actually really disjointed. Unlike the other 2 seasons where they have 13 episodes, this one only has 8. And a few of them go through a specific pattern where the ninjas think they actually shut down the Overlord for good, but then suddenly a fake out occurred. For example, in the episode The Art of the Silent Fist, they think they shut him down for good, but in the next episode, he gets restored by a mysterious stranger. They did it again in the episode Enter the Digiverse, but he's still alive and he's starting to become whole again. It makes these climaxes really repetitive and sometimes makes the season predictable. Another problem I have with this season is the completely pointless side plot where Nia is now in a love triangle between Jay and Cole. And what happens next? Every romantic comedy cliche you can ever think of. Nia thinks she's better off with Cole because a computer tells her so. Jay gets disappointed and starts fighting off Cole. Then Cole starts fighting back because he had a thing with Nia, I guess. And now Nia has to decide which one is the guy of her dreams. I'll talk about them later once I get to the characters. Now, I bet you guys are wondering, why is it I don't find this enjoyable as the first 2 seasons of Ninjago? Well, what worked with those seasons is understanding the world of Ninjago, like its legends and the relationship between the ninjas, giving the overall series an identity. In this one, the only thing we learn about the world of Ninjago is in the episode Curse of the Golden Master, which explains why the Serpentine were forced underground. A season on ninjas versus robots sounds cool, but it's going to take more than a reboot to make it exciting. The ninjas are bad, yet for some reason they don't really offer a lot. The problem with these characters in this season is that they don't have a personal goal to achieve other than to stop the Overlord, making them one-dimensional, and they don't play a specific role in the season. The only ninja that does go through a story arc is Zane, and that's because he represents the relationship between man and technology since he's a nindroid. But it's not just about Zane. There is also Nia, who can't decide if she wants to be with Cole or Jay because of this dating simulator. But unlike Zane's story arc, there is no good reason for its existence. Trust me, Nia and Cole do not have an interesting chemistry. They hardly talk to each other. The only time I remember them having an interaction is in the 2nd episode, but that's it!
You always put others ahead of yourself. I know the other ninja get all the attention, but I just want you to know you're a good guy.
I can't act like Jay had good chemistry, but at least he and Nia had good engineering skills and had some good interactions that eventually unlocks Jay's potential. Everyone else in this season feel pretty mixed, like there's nothing new from Kai, Lloyd is not much a main focus as the season is building up, the mysterious stranger's identity seems obvious, the new character Boar is the typical scientist that sometimes helped the ninjas because he got himself into this mess, and the Overlord is still trying to achieve his goal to rule Ninjago. But there are a few characters that go through any sort of development. First, there's Pixel. Yeah, she has a bit of the love interest role, but she has an interesting personality with her relationship with Zane, and she actually helped the ninjas a lot. And then you have Garmadon, who now helps the ninjas since he's no longer evil, and Wu is turned to a cyborg. He also has an interesting trait that he gives up fighting to make up all the sins he did when he became the Dark Lord. There will be a few characters that deliver some new developments, but everyone else seems pretty bland. If there's anything that is pretty new this season, it will probably be the animation. While it is still the same like the character designs and a few of the backgrounds, the places like the Digiverse and the new Ninjago City give them a more futuristic look and get the theme of the season. And the action scenes are enjoyable and have some creative moments. Another element that's good are the visual effects with the use of elemental powers and the Overlord's design as this deadly virus. If I would find any criticism in the animation, it would probably be the new weapons. The Technoplanes aren't really used a lot as the previous weapons. It is cool that they have a function where they hack into machines and robots, but it only happens in the first 2 episodes of the season. The rest of the time, it's just fighting the nindroids with spinjitzu and fighting with their bare hands. So even if the story needs more polishing, the animation is still ahead of its time. This one ended up being my least favorite of the season so far. Ninjago Rebooted was so overshadowed, it made the 3rd season just okay. While the animation is still pretty good, the story is clumsy, the love triangle is pointless, and the characters, with a few exceptions, are one-dimensional. The only people I would recommend this to are the huge Ninjago fans. But if you're looking for a ninjas versus robots story, you'll get some, just don't expect anything epic. For everyone else, I say stick to the first 2 seasons of Ninjago. But I can guarantee the future seasons are going to be better than this one. It's just that this is a season I wouldn't watch again anytime soon. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to start watching season 4 to be ready for the next 2 weeks. Thank you for watching my video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me to share your thoughts. And stay tuned every week for a new review and other project. See you soon.